morning. Look at this. I'm sorry. We have the baby on the lap, and we've just been getting a little massage, and he's had two sneezes, and we're back out on the road finally. I'm sorry. I'm so morning natural. It's natural as morning can get. But we are so excited. This is one of the best mornings I've had in a while. So I did not know. I'm newly Catholic by since maybe 10 years. But I've had so many issues that I wonder if anybody else experiences this, that the ghosts from your past kind of set up territories in your life, and then you kind of punk yourself out of the church, out of places, out of spaces, till you can find where you need to be. So this is me glamping this morning. I didn't even know how beautiful it would be, but it's really weird. I guess the sun is coming out from the back on this side. It's rise. That's east over there. So the dog is here just looking at me. It's almost like he's a cat. He's just looking and falling asleep, and he's just amazing, nice and warm. Mommy loves him, and I have decided to try to find a setup that's more conducive and affordable, and find places to just chill for the winter, which it will be chilly. That buddy heater might come in handy that everyone has been talking about, or at least an electric blanket. We fared very well in here with very little condensation. There's nothing going on. So I think it's the advantage of what I chose. Some people's vehicles are so well sealed that they have a lot more condensation, so there's not that airflow. But we had a lot of airflow, and so it seemed to work out really nicely. There's very little condensation. Also, I run the air sporadically, so if I do feel cold, I just run it. Some people sleep in the back, and that's when they come forward and see all the condensation, which they say you have to have that fan in the middle. And not everybody wants to cut a hole in their roof, so we'll have to see what happens on that. But here's the story. It was a good night. I got a lot of sleep, even through the transitions. And then I walked the dog a little bit this morning and fed him. And I got some coffee. And a really nice inexpensive breakfast for being out on the road, that is. And then I decided just pray. I went to confession about a couple of days ago, a few days ago. And I wanted to keep on that tone of being thankful. I've had a lot of transitions. I've been angry. I've been saying things to people that, they don't necessarily need to know, hear. And my vocalizations have not been what I wanted them to be. I've been so frustrated. There's been a level of frustration. And, I've had a lot of people kind of in my headspace without having headspace for me and time for me. So I've decided, even last night, and they said something, I said, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not going to deal with that. It's too much. So, I decided when I woke up, I said, go ahead and pray. I didn't know what to pray, so I'm dancing to mute math. We all break the same. And then they got like a high live video, and I'm like, I just need a little bit of something to get me, shaking and moving. Um, the air was still when I went out, so it was nice, even though it was really cold. And I'm still getting over a little cold. Nothing COVID, nothing flu, and finishing up my antibiotics from that. And then, but it was fairly nice. It was nice to run around and have the dog. He gallops towards me so happily, and he's like, "Mommy." Sometimes he just sits there. It's wonderful to just have him on my lap, just to have the sun come up and see. Because once the sun comes up, it's not so bad on the road. But in between that time and going, I can see how people are like, yeah, let's work remote. So I'm not blinded in coming and in going. So anyway, I decided to watch one of my favorite binge watchers. I actually don't try to binge watch it. It's so funny. I just want to take it all in. And I watched Bridget and Naaman. And it's this show about a Catholic couple and their 6 to 8 kids. One suspect. As there's always a little red hair dye, like bleeding from his forehead. That's neither here nor there, right? They decided to play group lottery. So I encourage people to play group lottery. It's a lot more fun. And just be like, hey, you guys want to go in, chip in, for the lottery ticket. It's a lot more fun. They used to do that for offices. But I figure, you can play the lottery online now. I believe. I'm not sure. But something. So chillax, and you can still pick your numbers together. And then everybody send the money over whatever app that they want to. And that's pretty good. I didn't like to play lottery at first. But you know how, like, you are stuck up about it until you try it? And then you're like, oh, why didn't I do this? You know what I mean? But I understand. So I went ahead and afterwards I said, who is this Bridget? Because they picked the, Bridget is there. And they also, there's a Saint Bridget for Catholicism. So I said, I'm going to see about this, because there's a Saint Bridget, and she played a 12 years prayer for the mercy, forgiveness of sin by the blood of Jesus, by the water of Jesus, by the wounds of Jesus, over her own sins and the sins of the whole world. And this actually is a salvation prayer that heals families, nations, the church, anyone. And I thought, I never said it, and I just wanted to, I looked at it and I said, okay, I'll go ahead and do that. And I went through it, and it was quite beautiful. So apparently, it's beautiful. I was very happy. Then I went over to the next video was the Divine Mercy Chaplet. And the Divine Mercy Chaplet was amazing. And I felt just so loved. And I sang that. I sang that with them. It was so beautiful. It was so lovely. I was so tired now. I wanted to take a slight sleep. read from the gospel. I love you so. I love you. I love you, Jesus. Thank you. And I'm sorry for my mean things I said, thoughts I had, and things I've done, and things I failed to do. I wanted to be fallen, come into salvation. I'm sorry, I'm so asthmatic. And please heal me. Forgive my sins. And love my family. And these people who are different cultures. That's what I've done. So take this time to love your life. And then try. I have my pajamas here. A couple of things, but the car's holding up pretty good. We're gonna keep driving. And I hope that you guys join us in our journey. The fall foliage is amazing, and I'll try to post some video of that if I get it, and I'll get a chance to stop and show. Have fun, and God bless you. Yeah.